seen anything like that. No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk the sports and other stuff, like October. I'm getting Halloween decorations out on my porch now, and word to the wise, do not come on my property and screw with my pumpkins. Otherwise, I'm going to make your skull into my own private jack-o'-lantern.
Uh-oh.
You hear me, Felix? Don't you try. I'm Roy Harter, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roy Harter. Crazy-ass introduction as always. He's threatening Felix. Not exactly sure who that gentleman is, but Felix better watch his ass. And we are
That's right.
The Davey Mac Sports Program on a Monday, September 30th. We had to take off last week because, as you could probably still hear in my voice, I was down with the sickness, Roy Harter. Yep.
I heard, David.
Disturbed mentally, emotionally, and physically. It was one of those good old-fashioned feverish at nights. Here's the type of sickness that makes me want to take a shotgun and blow my head off. It's when you're so tired and you desperately want to go to bed, but your entire body aches to the point where that pain won't allow you to fall asleep. And you're cold and hot at the exact same time. Some people said, well, did you get the COVID test? I go, what's the fucking point of that? I don't leave my goddamn house anyway. So if I got admonished by my family members for not getting a COVID test, I go, look, I probably have the COVID. I am fucking so goddamn sick. It was the sickest I was since January of 2020, when I think I probably had COVID before we all knew what the fuck COVID was. Remember, we were doing those shows and I couldn't get fucking healthy and I was coming in sick as a fucking dog week in and week out.
Yeah,
this was the sickest I was in 4 fucking years, Roy.
We were calling you Patient Zero for a while there, I remember.
But I decided, I said, no, listen, family, I probably have it if you want me to go. So now I have to go to Walgreens, get the COVID test. While I'm at Walgreens, I've spread it to the goddamn 3 cashiers, the 2 women in the candy aisle, the fucking pharmacists behind the goddamn counter. Next thing you know, I've spread the goddamn COVID to 45 people at Walgreens, and then all of a sudden the goddamn outbreak happens again, and it's all my fault. No. Okay?
Yeah.
No,
You should stop at Acme. Get a little revenge. You should go to Acme and get a little revenge on those guys.
I should have killed all those people in Acme. Johnny, you have no idea the type of shit they've pulled on me at this. Oh, here, before we even go further, special guest today, ladies and gentlemen, put them together for the man, the myth, the legend, Bronx Johnny.
Gentlemen, I appreciate it. You sure it's not Lou Gehrig's disease? People don't vaccinate for that, you know.
I hope I don't have ALS or a. See, I always get because Lou Gehrig played on the Yankees. Yeah. I always get ALCS, American League Championship Series, and the Gehrig disease confused. I always forget what the fucking actual initials are.
I just shake somebody's hands. I'm like, oh shit, ALCS, congratulations.
Well, I mean, how about that? Lou Gehrig not only with the fucking Lou Gehrig disease, but then they give it ALS, and it's like the Yankees hopefully will be in the ALCS.
Yeah, it's all fucked up, man.
Okay.
Too many letters. You got the ESD, David, the East Side disease, buddy.
That's right. That's what I got.
You may not have ALS, but you got all's the COVID.
Bronx Johnny's here, and although you go by the name Bronx Johnny as you've had for a long time now, 20 years or something like that. Bronx Johnny on Ron and Fez show, of course, but for a long, long time, high society radio, superstar. He does the show. Do you still do the High Society radio show with Chris Pepper Stanley and Chris from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'll call in every once in a while. We had a little problem with our Russian funding. So the guys didn't know we were getting some of that. I failed to disclose that was what the argument was. But
wait, you're saying some of the money the American public is supposed to be sending to Ukraine is winding up in the pocket of High Society Radio? Is that
just one person on the show? But that was cleared up already. The refunds were sent.
Well, Johnny, I got to thank you for being here. Whoa, what we drinking there? What was that?
It's a Polar. I don't want to catch what the fuck you have. It sounds like it's going to come through my screen like the ring.
Yeah. I feel great. I sound like shit, so apologies in advance. Apologies in advance. I sound like shit, but I will never take off too. Even taking off last week in the midst of a feverish fucking COVID goddamn embattlement, I still felt guilty as fuck. I hate taking off. There's no chance in a row, even if I sound like shit. So, and we now, Johnny, right?
I feel like you should right now take this time to talk about how you're the luckiest man on the earth.
Who?
You should talk about that, Dave.
Just
let us know how you are. How you're the luckiest man on God's green earth. Just give a speech.
So you're saying that you're setting me up as if I'm Lou Gehrig and I'll be dead in about 6 months. That's what you want, Johnny. And then it's going to be the fucking Bronx Johnny sports program. I know how it is, John. Yeah. I know how you and your little fucking posse roll. I've seen The Wire. You guys are always fucking trying to backstab someone else to become the number one on the block. It's always about the corners with you people.
You know who went through that? Your girl Caitlin Clark went through that. She got wired, as they call it.
All right. I guess since Johnny brought it up, I do want to so we're going to do a little football, and we're absolutely going to look at Major League Baseball postseason. I know Johnny's a big Yankees fan, as am I.
Right.
And the Yanks have done it. They've won the AL East. They're in the postseason. I mean, we knew they were going to get into the postseason, but we wanted that division. We'll look at all the baseball and we'll look at the football that just transpired. But we are going to talk about the Caitlin Clark scenario at the very top of the show because it has officially gotten so stupid that I have to say, if you are a Caitlin Clark hater, you are now officially a soft, weak bitch. And that's for the men just as hard as the women. All right? This is for all sexes, all races. This is for everyone who's afraid of simply congratulating Caitlin Clark and giving the girl her flowers, as they say. If you're afraid to do that, or if you're upset at the millions of fans that she's garnered because she's a phenomenon, like the Beatles before her, like fucking Michael Jackson, or for basketball, Michael Jordan. She's a phenomenon. See, in society, no one gets to choose who the fucking phenomenon is. You understand?
Definitely.
That's what makes it a phenomenon. And it seems like there's a lot of resentment towards Caitlin Clark for being a phenomenon. But some of this shit is so whack, so fucking lame, so fucking stupid that you actually go, you know what? Everyone who watched the WNBA, who wants to gatekeep all of the millions and millions and millions of fans from getting into the WNBA, you want to prohibit the fucking people who are financially making your stupid whack-ass league financially successful for the first time ever. Don't bother fucking questioning me. Look at Forbes and CBS Business that said for the last 20 years, the WNBA was on the verge of bankruptcy every fucking year. And so the NBA, the men's league, had to write bailout checks each and every year because they cannot financially succeed. They cannot financially exist, okay? Until they've gotten their own Michael Jackson or Beatles fucking phenomenon right now. And you know what a phenomenon is? It's fucking millions and millions and millions of people who are losing their minds at how awesome someone is. Well, not this article. I'm going to read you an article by a woman. I had to look her up in Google because honestly, and I'm not, one of the, look, do people understand? John, would you say I'm a liberal-ish person? Or
very open-minded.
Open-minded.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're a Diddy kind of guy that way. Very open-minded.
Yeah. You're definitely like on the liberal side of the coin for sure, David.
Roy says that I'm on the liberal side of the coin.
He said that in a negative way.
I want that on the record that I'm on the liberal side.
Nobody's perfect, David. Nobody's perfect.
I've explained this ad nauseum. I no longer like Democrats. I don't like Republicans. I am proudly independent American these days.
Nice.
I fucking hate them all. I'm being honest. They've played us all. We all can tell what's going on. They fucked us all over. And like I said, I'm just a dumb version of Dave Smith. I go on his Twitter and like his things. But as far as his sentences start to get very complicated, he talks about taxes. He brings out math, Roy, and then he loses me.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Yeah, that's go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roy. I like that you didn't ask Roy who's hiding the coins that you're on the other side of. That would have gotten us in real trouble.
Oh, man. I mean, all right. Now, here's the story from Frankie de la Cortaz. And the thing is, what I'm saying is I looked up Frankie, and it said Frankie is they are a writer for a Sing. So I was like, what is Frankie? Frankie have some kind of clone? And then someone said, no, my daughter admonished me in my house when I said that. I go, look at this. Her name is Frankie, or his name is Frankie, but they're going by they. Yeah. They are a longtime women's basketball writer. So when I made little jokes like that, my daughter yelled at me and said, no, that's what they prefer. So I go, oh, okay. So Frankie hasn't cloned him or herself. Anyway, Frankie appears to be a woman.
Okay.
And this is the greatest quote. Now, the Frankie's article is for a website and Scare. The title of the article is "The Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun WNBA game made me feel unsafe." You can take that off the main screen now.
What the fuck?
We don't need that. Well, only because I want my beautiful face on here because this is hysterical quote. Frankie writes this. Quote, so she attended a Suns Fever game.
Yeah.
And it was in the Suns arena, but she was like, there's a lot of Fever fans. There's like more Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans here.
Oh, really?
It's called a phenomenon. Yeah. As we previously discussed,
a fan base,
this phenomenon that's actually putting money in your pocket for the first time ever is what's going to allow your league to survive and maybe potentially thrive, unless you fucking nasty ass twats sabotage that.
I didn't say that. But
here's the quote, Roy. Yeah. You're going to love this fucking shit. Or Johnny, listen to this.
Let's hear it.
Frankie says, quote, here's what Frankie says, quote, every time the Fever scored, the crowd would erupt. But it didn't feel like fans were rooting for their team. It felt like a threat.
What?
There was an ominous feeling in the building. Close quote.
She's never been or they've never been a fucking sporting event? Like, what does that mean?
They don't understand what sports is in any way, shape, or form. They don't understand how competitive it is. They don't understand what fandom is. They don't understand that fan is short for fanatic. Yeah. They don't understand what a passionate fan base looks like and sounds like. Because for 20 fucking years, their goddamn stupid league has been on the verge of bankruptcy. And because they fucking have nothing, they've had no fans. and fucking no enthusiasm. And they've been a know-nothing bullshit league that not one fucking person on the planet, except for their 24 fans, has been into.
Yeah.
Because they genuinely don't know what true sports in America, Major League sports and Major League fandom, that this is what this looks like. Yeah. And to now get upset at fans who are simply happy.
Yeah.
The Caitlin Clark fans are not allowed to be happy, nor display joy, nor display passion for the fucking player and team that has them traveling miles and miles and miles away to visiting arenas to support her.
Booking fucking hotels and shit.
I mean, what do you think, Johnny? What is the fucking deal here? What's the reason for this?
It sounds like this writer would be pissed if somebody was drinking beer at the fucking game. It's not a hard seltzer, some shit. Like they want the intros for the teams to be their gender and how they fucking use their pronouns type shit.
Johnny,
I got a problem with that, but
you're onto something a little bit because in the article, the writer does say going to a WNBA game used to feel like attending a pride event, a gay pride event. And this is what the writer, again, don't trust me. Go fucking look up the article for yourself. It's a fucking riot. This fucking article, I was laughing so hard. My daughter was saying, what are you laughing at? I couldn't even tell her. Because
you're fucking Matt Damon. You dropping the F-bomb in front of their kids, man. That's terrible.
She would disown me. And I said, look at this shit. She's fucking bragging about it. It used to be look, everyone should be allowed and feel included in everything.
I thought that was the point of that shit. Inclusion.
I know. But the problem is the inclusion sometimes it feels like the inclusion kind of stops short once it's not the same people that they're accustomed to. Look, do you want the phenom? Do you want the sold out arenas? Do you want more merch? Look,
do you want the team to have their own tampons where they don't have to share like they did back in the day?
Yeah. They're talking all of these WNBA spoiled fucking brats. All they do is whine about money. Caitlin Clark is literally putting money into this league's pocket for the first time ever.
Flights and shit.
Yes. They've shown everything. She is responsible for the arena selling out. All of the biggest attendances this year in the WNBA have been Caitlin Clark games. Yeah. All of the biggest the ratings on TV, games broadcast by the WNBA have been Caitlin Clark televised games.
Yes, sir.
She also leads in merch. She leads in everything. She is number one. Forget about all the fucking records, like the actual basketball records and amazing things she's done on the court. No. She is number one in every measurable statistic that matters when it comes to having a successful sports league. She is making the WNBA a success for the first time in 20 fucking years. And yet, when you fucking go to a Caitlin Clark game, God forbid that you fucking root for her because it didn't feel like fans were rooting for their team. It felt like a threat. There was an ominous feeling in the building.
It was all of a sudden. It was January 6th again.
That's insane. Hey, Frankie De La Cortaz, to the writer, Frankie De La Cortaz, and to all these people who now want to actually censor. That's what this is. No. Censoring Caitlin Clark fans. You cannot express your joy. Yeah. You cannot express your opinion. You have to keep your mouth fucking shut. You cannot be loud of the fact that you have a phenomenon. Did they ever see Beatlemania? When fucking people are fainting and screaming and going fucking crazy and running after the Beatles into their fucking hotel?
You can't be loud and proud in that crowd. I'll tell you that much.
It's insane.
I could have bought the article, Dave, because I know the arena they play in, the Mohegan Sun up in Connecticut. And the last time I was there for a gig, I got stuck in an elevator for 20 minutes. I thought I was going to die, and I had to end up sprinting onto the stage. So there are reasons to be afraid at that game. I just don't know if it's the fans.
Yeah, I mean,
another scary thing is they've got the whole team painted. Their 4 starters on the wall, 4 or 5. None of them are actually starting anymore.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, probably that's like the Hall of Fame.
The WNBA is an amateurish league, and that's what's been exposed. You have a stupid fucking commissioner who's weak. She went on 60 Minutes, and they're like, how come when the questions go about Caitlin Clark, you then bring up all these other people? And she's like, well, the object is to showcase all our stars, not just Caitlin. Yes, we know!
Because that's what everybody wants to fucking watch.
Obviously, Caitlin Clark can't play the fucking game by herself. Obviously, she can't just go on the court and shoot buckets by herself. There are other players. But you start with the phenom the way it was Jordan or before him, Bird versus Magic. And you start with the big phenomenon in the league, and then you build from there. You don't run away from Caitlin Clark conversation. You embrace it, you weak pussies.
David, do you think this has anything to do with the fact that she's black?
Caitlin Clark is white, Roy.
You don't say, David. Well, this changes everything. Wait a minute. Now I have a whole new perspective on this here, David.
And the best show, I saw an article yesterday on this. They were saying, I'm not surprised by the Indiana fans because the Ku Klux Klan came out of Indiana. I was like, what the fuck? What is
this? This is crazy. They're doing this because, let's just be honest, a lot of white people are excited with this stupid fucking white bitch.
Yeah. No, what you need to do, though, if you're going to go to a Caitlin Clark game, just to confuse everybody and shit, be a white dude, wear a do-rag, and put some fucking pillows under your chest. And then see them tell you something. If you yell, like, go, girl.
Johnny, doesn't that sound like, I don't know, that's getting close to like dressing like a minstrel at this point.
No, you're putting titties on your shit. You're not painting your face black. Good God, Dave. No.
But I have to dress like I'm in the fucking Bloods or the Crips.
Oh, you just do-rag. Put a little Caitlin Clark on it. Put CC on there. Not KK. It's not Caitlin Clark with 2
stupid
C's.
I'd look if I had a stupid do-rag on my head.
I've seen you with a do-rag before.
Oh, as Wimbo when I dressed up like Wimbo Slice. Whatever his fucking name was. I forgot about that. That picture exists somewhere. That's frightening. Yeah, I kind of did look like a good-looking black man who happened to be white with red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring back my Wimbo Slice.
Not when I'm on.
Johnny, you're the minority. We brought you here. What do you think, Mr. Minority Boy? Brown boy?
I was watching, we actually had a WNBA going on yesterday. And then I changed the channel because I realized this was a mistake. My son had changed the channel. Like, why the fuck would I be watching it now? Like, your cash cows there that you didn't treat right. You could have easily put on the Olympic team. Didn't do that. Any little thing, she got assaulted or not. But you know what I like about this kid? She don't complain.
You're right.
So she could be their next Jordan. This is her bad boy phase where she's got to go through the shit.
You're right.
Get a train ran on in the locker room by the femmes on the team.
I want to piggyback off that point because I like fucking insane. I heard those things at the end were crazy. I'm just trying to ignore them. But your bad boy Michael Jordan thing, I 100% was thinking about over this weekend. When Michael Jordan, who was such a spectacular athlete, winning the back-to-back dunk contest, we all know what he was doing.
Yeah,
and
gambling.
When the Pistons were just fucking tackling Michael Jordan, essentially. Every time he came into the paint, you had Bill Laimbeer.
Wasn't shy to use the N-word.
Right.
I'll tell you that
Rick
about old
Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, and Dennis Rodman would essentially punch Michael Jordan in the face.
Yeah.
And don't forget what happened. The entire country fucking started to hate the Detroit Pistons. Yes, they were the bad boys. They had become the villains because the entire country said, hey, listen, this guy is a brilliant, high-flying athlete. We don't want to see him grounded by tackles and rough fouls. We want to watch the great athletes be great athletes. And so when did the Detroit Pistons were treating Jordan like that? It was a fucking national conversation, and everyone was on the side of Jordan, including me. And I'm a Knicks fan. I am a New York Knicks fan. But even I was like, fuck the Pistons for treating Jordan like that. That ain't basketball. That's football. That's the difference. You don't just go out there and slam someone and fucking tackle that person. That ain't the game. And that's definitely not the game now. If you notice, they stopped that shit after Jordan retired and said, let LeBron James and Kevin Durant and everyone else do these spectacular things. And I want to say something else, Johnny.
Yeah.
You brought up the fingernail poke of doom.
Yeah.
Let's fucking look at it. Or that's what I'm calling the fingernail poke of doom right there.
Ouch. That was a kung fu movie move and shit.
His name is Carrington. Dijon Carrington. And
here's a real name, first name, Dijon, like the mustard.
I don't know, man, something like that. But look at this, all right?
Oh, man.
Dijon Carrington. Now, look, I've played basketball, folks. I'm not saying I'm fucking Bill Russell.
Yeah.
But anyone who's ever tried to attempt a shot block, no one has ever tried to attempt a shot block and suddenly had their fucking fingers go down right into the person's eye. I'm not even saying just the mere fucking thing of having your hand go down like that.
Yeah.
That's not how you block shots. Your hand is up. Your hand is always up. It's like volleyball.
No.
Your hand is up. You know, going like this is how I teach Roy how to shoot the jump shots. Remember?
That's
take an L,
wow.
Go straight up, and say goodbye to the ball.
That looks like high school when you used to make fun of the gay kids. Like when your wrist broke.
Yeah, exactly. When you used to make fun of gay people, that's how you shoot a basketball.
That's
properly.
how they shoot it. Yeah.
But that's not how you block a shot.
Hell
blocking
no.
a shot, blocking a shot, your hand is up. You are not going like this because how could you?
And then they extended the finger into the eye. They maimed that shit. Like it's crazy.
It's a fucking pumpkin. I know it's not a basketball, but say the basketball is a fucking. Say this pumpkin is the basketball.
That's a
oh no, it's past midnight. It turned back.
You're gonna block the shot with your hand up.
Yeah.
No one's ever blocked the shot going like this.
Yeah.
So you trying to go for a block fucking steal? Why is your hand going down?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. No one's ever blocked the shot with some kind of weird fucking follow through. Your hand is completely up. That's how you block a shot. So the whole fucking bullshit of, I wasn't trying to hit her in the eye. Fuck off, Carrington. Yeah. Yes, you were. Yeah. And when she got called out on it, it was by 40-year female writer. Where is she again? Where's the fucking thing? Christine Brennan.
What's her pronoun, David?
It's she. She is the pronoun for Christine Brennan.
Okay, thank you.
And Christine Brennan, she writes for USA Today. You've also seen her on ESPN's The Sports Reporters and things like
Women's
that.
version?
No, the regular dude version. She sits like next to Mike Lupica and shit, you know?
Lupica don't like women, man.
Yeah. So, by the way, she's the amount of firsts that she's done, like the first woman to cover the NFL, the Miami Dolphins beat and things like that. She was president of the Women in Journalism, right?
I'm sure she's a fun conversation.
So Christine Brennan does what most journalists would do. Yeah. She simply asks this Carrington lady about it. Here's the clip. Tell me if there's anything wrong with it.
Did you, when you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her. So I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
Okay, well,
doing it now.
First of all, lady, if you didn't know that you just gouged out this fucking girl's eye, if you didn't know that you fucking scraped her retina, then you got to be out of the league because you're a dangerous player. If you actually don't know that you're doing these things, it actually says that you suck so bad. And people have said that she's like a defensive player of the year candidate. Well, not to me, she's not. Because when I fucking gouge someone's eye out, I know I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So you not only had this insanely unnatural hand movement where your fucking hands and fingernails scraped her fucking eyes like you're Freddy Krueger, but on top of that, you didn't even know? Oh, so then you're a dangerous player. That's what you've admitted to me. That you are a dangerous player because you're so spasmodic that you actually injure people without even realizing it.
That's another thing, too. I don't know why the league allows the girls to have such a fucking long fingernails. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's insane. It's basketball. There's way too many fingers around the face that you're going to see these fucking type of issues all the time. It should not be allowed to have fingernails like this.
It's a fucking safety thing, man.
Before we jump down DeJohnny's throat too much, what is she supposed to say when she's asked about that? Is she supposed to be like, yeah, I tried to gouge your eye out. She's the only player on their team who can beat us. Fuck that bitch. I'd do it again. I'm trying to kill it.
You can just say I accidentally did it. And then
I'm sorry?
Yeah. How about that, Rob? I'm sorry I accidentally did it. I was going for the ball. I scraped her eyes. I feel like shit about it. Like you're allowed to do that. You are allowed to just fucking acknowledge what you've done.
To be fair, though, in her defense, when you come from a single-parent home, right, there's not a lot of accountability.
Okay, we don't know her background, John. I'm
glad you hear her first name. I'm gonna bet if she don't got two moms, it's just one mom in the house.
You know how you know how some shows go like the words and opinions of this particular person don't represent the Davey Mac Sports Program. Every opinion we're actually putting on Johnny because he's a person of color. Yeah. With this entire segment.
She does have lovely eyelashes, though. I will give her that.
I got no issues with the eyelashes. You can't injure someone with the eyelashes.
Maybe Katie needs to get those eyelashes so they can't fucking poke an eyeball.
I just want to focus on this. So, I think she mishandled the question, but that's not even why I brought that up.
Yeah.
The question by Christine Brennan seemed pretty innocuous, right?
It was a regular question. Yeah, it was a fair question.
Seemed standard sports question. Any athlete, when something fucking goes wrong, whether they get ejected, whether they fucking get in an argument, whether they throw an interception, they got to stand there while these writers fucking ask him some tough questions. That's all she did. So the WNBA Players Association puts out an official statement against Christine Brennan. Okay? And, here it is. This week was dedicated to celebrating and amplifying Asia, Caitlin, DeJohnny, and Nafisa for their hard work and truly exceptional performances season long. We're not going to distract from their successes, nor would we dim the glow of the spotlight that centered them. They have earned that focus and celebration. But we will take this moment now to stand up for them and the rest of our members, every single one of them, because we call BS. Here's what they say. To unprofessional members of the media, like Christine Brennan, this is an official statement from the WNBA Players Union, ladies and gentlemen. This is an official fucking statement. And they're actually name dropping and calling out Christine Brennan personally. Yeah. Listen to this. Christine Brennan, you are not fooling anyone. The so-called interview in the name of journalism was a blatant attempt to bait a professional athlete into participating in a narrative that is false and designed to fuel racist, homophobic, and misogynistic vitriol on social media. You cannot hide behind your tenure. This is amazing.
Wow, that's they can't take questions.
Instead of demonstrating the cornerstones of journalism ethics like integrity, objectivity, and a fundamental commitment to truth, you have chosen to be indecent and downright insincere. You have abused your privileges and do not deserve the credentials issued to you. Wow. And you certainly are not entitled to any interviews with the members of this union or any other athlete in sport.
Good thing they don't watch this show, David, huh?
Wait a second. They just said that Christine Brennan, who is a pioneering female sports journalist of 40 years, she's not allowed to talk to any other WNBA player, but they also go, she's not allowed to talk to any athletes of any sport.
I just think it's funny they call themselves athletes.
I mean, this is fucking insane. They go on to say, those credentials mean you can ask anything, but they also mean you should know the difference between what you should and should not ask. We see you. Oh my God, they wrote that. Our relationship with the media is a delicate one.
Your fucking sensibilities are delicate. God,
there's not one fucking sports league in the world that says our relationship with the media is a delicate one. Every sports fucking company in the world is desperate for the media to fucking cover their sport. And the WNBA, mired in 20 years of bankruptcy, can't fucking figure that out. You gotta be joking.
As nice as that question was, you know what they should do just to troll them? Send in fucking Jim Gray or Larry Birch to interview these broads. Those motherfuckers are rough.
Jim Gray at a fucking 1999 all-century team celebration in Fenway. The whole purpose was to celebrate these legends. And Jim Gray, like the fucking little Weasley, but
no fucks given.
Journalist that he is, on the field asked Pete Rose about gambling.
Hey, did you bet on the game, Pete?
The whole thing was celebrating the greatest baseball legends of all time. And fucking Jim Gray went after Pete Rose. This is what journalists have always done. You stupid, dumb fucking nincompoops.
I'm glad you just said nincompoops. That was close. That was close.
I was not close.
I don't know.
In my head, it was nincompoops all the time. If your head went to a different word, that's on you.
You know what it is? Our relationship is very sensitive.
Our relationship with the media is a delicate one that we will continue to strengthen because the media is essential to growing the game. It's like a child wrote this. No one knows that better than we do. No, you don't know it. You just fucking told USA Today writer Kathleen Brennan to fucking get Christine Brennan to get the fuck out.
Jesus.
But the players are entitled to better. They are entitled to professionalism. Final thing. We call on USA Today to review its principles of ethical conduct for newsrooms and address what we believe is a violation of several core principles, including seeking and reporting the truth. USA Today should explain why a reporter with clear bias and ulterior motives was assigned to cover the league. We also urge the league to review its policies and take measures to prevent such issues, protecting the integrity of the game and its players. Blah, 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 blah.
Did they actually say seeking the truth?
It's literally a woman asking another woman about a very significant play in the game. If you think for one fucking second that if LeBron James's eyes weren't scraped, that a writer wouldn't ask the opposing player about scraping LeBron James's fucking eyes, you're completely clueless. Yep. And you are willingly ignorant. You are choosing to be ignorant. It's like the WNBA is choosing to ignore everything that's gone on in sports and sports media for 5-6 decades now in America. Hey, morons, you want your league to succeed? This is what fandom is. With more eyeballs, more criticism also means more celebration. You get more of both. Fucking deal with it.
Wow. Man.
I like Johnny's idea. I think we should just keep it WNBA centric. Let's send Cheryl Miller smoking a Newport in to do all these interviews and see if they get mad at her. Nobody's going to tell her shit. She'd beat the fuck out of them, even at 50.
Cheryl Miller's one of the few Caitlin Clark defenders. I shouldn't say few. I shouldn't say few. There have been a lot of Caitlin Clark.
I'd say female defenders. She don't got a lot of those.
Did you see what happened with this one Chicago Sky player simply liked a tweet that was congratulating Caitlin Clark for winning Rookie of the Year. Yeah. And now the Chicago Sky player, an African-American, woman,
yes,
is getting all kind of harassment, not from Indiana Fever fans, from Chicago Sky and Angel Reese fans, because she simply liked a tweet. Didn't even say anything.
Women are so petty.
Liked a tweet. Hey, John.
At the end of the day, the media as a group should just fucking protest that. Like they trying to shut down one of your main people.
100%,
man.
It's a disgusting embarrassment that ESPN, Fox Sports, and everyone else haven't rallied to the side of Christine Brennan. I did. I went on fucking social media and said that the fact that you're fucking trying to take the piss out of a 40-year pioneering female sports journalist is a fucking joke. And a disgrace.
She probably had
either one of two things. This
is
what my tweet was. It's either one of two things, man. You're going to have popularity in trolls, or everyone will get along and you'll be completely bankrupt. Because in sports in America, people are vitriolic they're passionate about their sports.
You'd call them a fan. That's what you would say. They're fans of the sport.
And furthermore, they're asking Caitlin Clark to speak up about racism every fucking.
That's not fair either. Like they're asking her to do a lot of shit you wouldn't normally ask somebody to do. She's a straight white girl in the league. They're like, ugh. She's the Adrian Adonis of fucking WNBA.
What?
It's ridiculous. They're gonna do shit she doesn't need to do.
Adrian Adonis.
Wait, Adrian Adonis, as a wrestling fan, I would like to know your comparison. What did that mean?
All right, so they had Adrian Adonis. I think he had to do a promo about drugs and AIDS during the Reagan era and shit, just because he was gay.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually gay, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He did that.
No, he was like an actual tough guy, like football player, like fucking boxer from New York.
Cheryl Miller.
The funny. Did you get to catch the McMahon documentary on Netflix?
Yeah, it's great.
I never knew about Buckle Boys. I didn't sleep good that night. I was like, poor boys.
It's a disturbing documentary series.
My brother was like, yo, I felt bad for him. Like, you felt bad for who? That's what he said. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Other people I feel bad for. Harvey Weinstein.
The 9/11 pilots.
But the whole thing is, she's now spoken about this fucking Caitlin Clark moron. No. I hate her too, by the way, at this point, because I hate everyone. No, I really hate the WNBA now. I fucking hate your league so much. And so they keep asking Caitlin Clark to go out and like denounce racism. She's done it 3 times now. She did it in June. She did it again. And they're like, she's still not speaking up on it enough.
At this point, what she needs to do, though, is wear a champion hoodie, all white champion hoodie, right? Put her boots on the table and be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. All right. This shit don't got nothing to do with me. I bleed just like them every couple of weeks. I don't give a fuck. I just want to play ball.
We don't need to be talking period talk on the show, Johnny. That's
locker room talk. Is that locker room talk? We're in the locker room.
By the way, I'm pretty sure women don't have their periods every 2 weeks, Johnny.
A couple of weeks, I said. I don't
But I mean, yeah. So now they're forcing her to speak up. Caitlin Clark needs to speak up.
She didn't do nothing, though. Like, well, how's that fucking fair?
You know what? Now that I think about it, no, they're right. Caitlin Clark and Roy, do you have any conspiracy music?
Of course,
that you can play for me?
Yeah.
Because here's my thinking. They're right. And not only should Caitlin Clark speak up about all this shit in the WNBA, but I feel like it's Caitlin Clark's responsibility to speak up about everything. For instance, why doesn't Caitlin Clark speak up about the JFK assassination? Does Caitlin Clark know a little something about the CIA that we don't? Does Caitlin Clark, Johnny, know what the fuck was going on in that grassy knoll? Where are you, Caitlin? Speak up already on that shit.
I mean, I don't know if she can see anymore. I thought she lost her eye in that game, but yeah.
Now I think about it, Johnny.
Yeah.
Where was Caitlin Clark in July 1947 outside of Roswell, New Mexico? Caitlin Clark, did we fucking recover UFOs and did we recover any alien bodies, either dead or alive? Why aren't you speaking up on that, Caitlin? For real. What the fuck happened? Caitlin, have you been to Area 51? Speak up about it already, Caitlin. What the fuck? You know, it's like, Johnny, it's like the moon landing. I mean, was we really there? Was we not? Was Stanley Kubrick fucking directing the moon landing in a soundstage in Arizona in 1969? What was going on, Caitlin? Speak up. Nobody, speak up, Caitlin. It's like, Johnny, it's like the fucking Loch Ness Monster, baby. I've been to Scotland. Okay, I'm sure Caitlin's been to Scotland. Is it a fucking dinosaur that's from the Jurassic period that's been hiding in the bottom of the lake
I don't
for
think
the last 60 million years?
Before that, I don't think she ever left Iowa, man.
I don't give a shit. Speak up on the Loch Ness Monster, Caitlin. Speak up. It's like, Johnny, it's like Bigfoot, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny. Your people call it Sasquatch.
Are you John Candy from JFK? What the fuck are you doing right now? You threw me
It's
off.
like, man. Your mama, they're gonna tap dance all over your grave, Jimbo. I'm gonna call your mama. You're as crazy as your mama, Jimbo.
Oh my God.
Here's John Candy in that thing. You're as crazy as your mama, Jimbo. Well, I mean, seriously. Speak up, Caitlin. Hey, has anyone ever heard of fucking Caitlin Clark talking about the Illuminati? I haven't. Is that because they're controlling her? Speak up about the Illuminati, Caitlin. What's the matter? Huh? Are they controlling you, Caitlin? Speak up.
That's a scary face.
Speak up about the Illuminati, Caitlin. Unless you're praying to Satan right now. Is that what you're doing, Caitlin? You praying to Satan right now.
Hey, bring that shit to my house.
So there's your Caitlin Clark roundup. Try to make a fucking... There's no way Bobby Hutch is going to make a fucking... Otherwise, his goddamn clip will be 15 minutes long. It'll be like...
He'll piece it together. He'll make it brilliant.
Dave, you can make 48 minutes worth of a clip.
Yeah.
You know what, Caitlin is kind of dumb, too. There's a way to get out of these hard fouls, right? What else?
Talk to me.
Say she's pregnant.
Wait, you want Caitlin Clark faking that she's pregnant so she doesn't get fouled?
Greatest flop ever. It'll last for the whole season. Like, no.
That's actually something. The WNBA can't get any crazier. Like, if we find out that they're faking pregnancies and shit.
It's 1970s ABA ball, baby.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore. No, I mean, the Caitlin Clark thing is so fucking, it's so stupid.
It's been 49 minutes of WNBA talk. I think my nuts
what
fell
they
off.
don't understand is right now is the time to cash in on the chips, and yet they still can't just understand it's a phenomenon due to one person, Caitlin Clark. That's the phenomenon. Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, in sports, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams. You get them every once in a while. Ohtani right now, although I think Aaron Judge is the better player and Johnny's wearing the Judge hat, which I appreciate. So let's talk a little baseball right now. Fuck it. Fuck those dumb bitches.
That's what Caitlin Clark should say. She should come out and say that exactly.
I myself am so sick of it. I'm sick of how I honestly have never seen an entire league of stupid people. And I'm not just saying that's for white, Black, that's every race because the commissioner's white. I saw her on 60 Minutes. Talk about a fucking brain-dead moron. I don't know if David Stern has some sort of granddaughter or something, but maybe they should look into David Stern's family and get some fucking, grandkid or something to run the WNBA because this WNBA commissioner completely clueless. What a goddamn idiot.
Maybe we need a man.
That'll go over swimmingly.
Me. I'll be the WNBA commissioner.
Caitlin Clark's father's been chosen to be the commissioner of the WNBA.
I like her dad, though. Her dad don't take no shit. He knows to shut the fuck up all the time.
They would unveil me as the WNBA commissioner like Val Venus.
You come out in a towel and shit.
Hello, ladies.
No.
And I just come out in a bath towel. Hello, ladies.
That's a good impression, actually. I'll give you that. That's pretty good.
All right. Baseball today, son.
Yeah.
That's the game that your people love, John.
Well, everybody loves baseball. It's America.
Well, yeah, but you're from, one of those countries where they play
we don't actually have a team. Colombia has a team, but we piggyback off of that.
Yeah, you're one of those impoverished countries where they play baseball with like socks tied up as a ball and a fucking tree branch for a bat.
We're the kids that watch you through the gates like, oh, that looks like fun.
You're like when like Mariano Rivera needed like a milk carton that he transformed into a glove somehow.
I don't know how that works. They put that like in like some fucking hardened glue or some shit. How do you close that? I've tried it. It don't work.
Mariano Rivera, like fucking like A-team over there, like putting shit together like B.A. Baracus.
He's the man. So.
All right, Johnny. Since you and your peasant family enjoy baseball so much. What do you think are the Yankees' chances? Now, I've been all over Cashman's ass. And in all honesty, I've been all over his ass fairly. Because the Yankees needed to fucking finally bench Clay Holmes, take him out as their closer, and they have. Yeah. And after they bench Clay Holmes, they put in Weaver. Yeah, they put in Weaver as their closer, and Weaver's gotten the job done. The Yankees end up winning the AL East. They will take on the winner of either Orioles or Royals.
Yeah.
So who do you like from Orioles, Royals, and do you like the Yankees' chances to go far here?
I really hope the Royals beat the Orioles and shit. I hate the Orioles. But fucking as far as the chances go, fucking Rizzo got hurt. They had to bring up Ben Rice yesterday. So that's a defensive hit.
That does upset me a little bit because people who've watched the Yankees play know that, unfortunately, listen, we have guys who can get to the ball, Glaber at second, Volpe at short, Chisholm at third, but they'll make a lot of short, low throws that need to be scooped out of the dirt. Rizzo's a genius.
Third baseman on. He double clutches. I love him, but
there's going to be a play in the postseason where there's going to be some low throws. And we're used to fucking Rizzo digging out 100% of those low throws. So, forget about even the bat. That glove, I actually think that's a big loss for the Yankees.
Yeah, especially at first base. All the players go to fucking first base, but damn near.
Does Jason Dominguez make the postseason roster?
He should. I think he'll make it.
Yeah, I feel that way. They better put Dominguez there. I got no time if they split. No issue if they split time between Dominguez and Verdugo.
Yeah.
Go with whoever's out there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Huh? It's like they brought up Dominguez like we were begging for, and it had a good side effect, which is it lit a fire under Verdugo's ass, and he's starting to hit. So in the postseason, I just go with the hotter bat, but I would definitely want both Dominguez and Verdugo there.
Now, if they both struggle, though, and this guy's actually, you can look back at his track record, Grisham is a fucking playoff guy, man. He plays.
I know, but Johnny, I've been looking at
he's a great defender.
I've been looking at Grisham, though, dude. 190 the whole year.
He only played like 18 games, dude. You got to get him in there.
I can't get excited about Trent Grisham, Johnny. Come on.
I don't hate the kid, but I mean, they definitely got to get the Dominguez on as like who. I think Mark Leiter doesn't make it. From the Leiter dynasty, he won't be on the fucking bullpen lot. He shit the bed.
So who do you think will win, Orioles or Royals?
I think Royals. They got a good pitching staff. Burns versus fucking that dude should be good.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Now on the other thing is Cleveland. They're going to play the winner of Tigers versus Astros. Who do you like?
Shit, I know the Tigers are hot, but the Astros is fucking October, man. Those fuckers don't lose.
I know. I
want the Tigers to win, but I don't think they beat the Astros.
So you got Tigers going against Cleveland. Who do you like? Tigers versus Cleveland.
I know I got Astros. I probably say Astros.
You got Astros. Astros versus Cleveland. Who wins that series?
I say Astros over Cleveland.
Okay, Astros over Cleveland.
Yeah, they got hot at the right time, dude.
So you're setting us up for a Yankee Astros ALCS.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And we
now,
get
in the National League. Here are the teams that have made it: Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers, Padres, Mets, Braves play a doubleheader today as we're recording on Monday, September 30th. There are implications with that because I believe it's the Mets, Braves, and the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, Diamondbacks have no control of what happens today. They just got to sit it out. Somebody's got to get swept.
If the Mets sweep, they're obviously in. Do we know what happens if they split?
They both make it. So So one of the two teams has to get fucking swept for Arizona to get in.
Gotcha.
My theory is whoever wins game 1, you're not going to send out your A team for game 2, so Arizona's fucked.
Arizona could be fucked. You're absolutely right. All right, good. Good analysis, John.
Don't those two teams hate each other, though?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do each other favors, but if you got to set up your rotation and your lineup in another couple days, you're not going to give it your all game 2 once you know you're in.
Now, Johnny, you're wearing that Aaron Judge hat.
No.
I love Judge. I think he's the best player in all of baseball.
I don't disagree.
But of course, people, we have to deal with this Ohtani situation.
Yeah.
He's almost been more of a phenom, like in the Caitlin Clark way, than Aaron Judge. But you look at Judge's numbers.
He doesn't speak English.
I mean, but Judge, his batting average was around 324. 58 home runs, over 140 RBI, another MVP season.
Yeah. I'm not impressed with the 50 bags. They made the fucking bags. They force you to steal bags now. You can only check over twice. The bags are bigger. Like, come on. If it was regular rules, Ohtani don't steal fucking 50 bags and shit.
Did you know what Willie Mays said? He said if I knew 40-40 or 30-30 was going to be a big deal when I was playing, I would have done it every fucking year.
Yeah, I believe him.
They didn't make a big deal out of 30-30, which is Roy, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Yeah. Ohtani has gone 50-50.
Nobody's ever done.
I was surprised
nobody's. I thought Ricky might have, but Ricky's never hit 50. So
I'm not sure Ricky Henderson never hit 30 home runs.
Probably not. Shit.
He was in the high 20s, though. He was like 28, 29 home run type guy. All right.
Did you hear the Netflix announcement, Dave, speaking of baseball?
No.
So Trey Turner was in a hitting slump. One fan rallied everybody at the stadium to give him a standing ovation the next time he came to bat. And from that point on, he hit over 400 the rest of the season.
He tore that ass up last year.
So they're making a Netflix movie called The Turnaround about that guy and how he figured out to rally everybody to get him to do a standing ovation. A lot of people are saying it should be called The Turner Around, but they're calling it The Turnaround, which is kind of funny.
I get it. Yeah, they're giving anybody a fucking movie now.
They had a nice little pun where they could have just done Turner Round.
And they didn't even win the World Series. Why does this dude get a movie? Like, if they would have won the World Series, I'm like, that's cool. Fuck it.
And isn't that guy a redhead?
Yes. And spoiler alert, Johnny.
Fuck him and his soulless ginger fucking face.
Hey, whoa, David, I take offense to that as a ginger myself.
I was talking about me, Roy. I was just confessing my own self-hatred.
But, you can make a movie about a team that loses. Spoiler alert, the Bad News Bears, they tagged him out at home.
Ah, yeah.
All right, let's do a little football, too. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens destroyed the Bills last night on Sunday Night Football, 35-10. The Ravens now are the problem that we thought they were going to be despite an 0-2 start. That fucking Derrick Henry, you can't tackle that motherfucker. He's 250 pounds.
Linebackers, man. He's a big boy.
Oh, my God. He's a larger version of Marshawn Lynch. I mean, I know Derrick Henry's been a great player for a number of years now, but
Hall of Famer, maybe.
To see it to see him with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
That 1-2 punch of Lamar Jackson handing off to Derrick Henry. How would you ever stop that running attack?
And they take time off the clock doing that shit.
Oh!
You're not getting on the field. If you get on the field, you got to be fucking 4 strikes and you got a touchdown. Or you taking a field goal. You ain't doing shit.
You see either of those guys in the open field, you got to make a business decision, right? You're either going to get juked out of your shoes by Lamar or run over by Derrick Henry. There's no winning.
Shit, I see him in the parking lot. I'm knocking my car doors.
I mean,
those Ravens are killers.
Yeah.
If I was a defensive player, I'd pull a Carrington. I'd grow my nails long and gouge him in his eye. That's what I call the Carrington right there.
Nice.
Now, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets were 2-1. They were going to play. They played a fucking shitty ass Denver Broncos team that has this Bo Nix guy sucks.
Yeah, he's not good.
He is a terrible quarterback. What a fucking inept piece of shit. And you know what's weird is I had to hear this on the NFL. Bo Nix, here's the one thing he brings to the table. I'm like, okay, I want to hear this. I'm like, is it going to be arm strength? Is it going to be maybe his mobility, this or that? Bo Nix is tied with Ty Law and having the shortest name in NFL history, just 5 letters.
That's fucking bad.
So Bo Nix's only achievement is his name is 5 letters long, tying him with Ty Law.
Could you imagine somebody in a war room job? That's pretty fucking, that's cool, actually.
Yeah. Imagine if that's like how he got drafted is like someone in Denver Broncos like, man, if we get this fucking Bo Nix, we're tying Ty Law with shortest name in NFL history.
Dude, we could put his whole name on the back of the jersey. Fuck the rules. Like, what?
We can put his name twice on his jersey. I mean, most guys' last name is 10 letters. You could just put Bo Nix.
It sounds like his parents knew he was going to be dumb because you name him Bo. It's kind of fucked up.
He looks like a stupid motherfucker, too. He looks like a dumb moron. And some of the plays he's made, he tries to do Mahomes stuff where, like, all of a sudden he tried to throw it lefty, interception. Or he tried, like, a fucking crazy-ass lateral during a play, and that got fucking fumbled away to the opposing team. He's just a horrible quarterback.
And yet, here we are. They got the same record as the Jets. He's not that bad.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. This was about him and the Jets. And guess what? This dumb motherfucker beat the Jets.
This 5-letter word motherfucker beat the Jets.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers looked like an old man yesterday. I guess Mr. Ayahuasca doesn't like a little bit of rain.
He don't like reality and shit is what it is.
Didn't this fucking guy play in Wisconsin for like 20 years where it's snowy and shit?
He's not
like he did the fucking a little bit of rain. It was like 62 degrees, by the way, yesterday in New Jersey. Yeah. So like a little bit of rain and 60 degrees, that fucks you up? Come on.
I'm going to keep it honest, and I hate Aaron Rodgers because I'm a Bears guy, but the guy's got no fucking line. Offensive line play all over the league this year has been shit. He's got no line. He's used to not getting fucking hit either.
Well, they got to do something about that. He looked like a grandpa yesterday. He looked terrible.
Have you followed the Perk Rogers theory yet, Dave?
No.
What?
So he was on an old episode of Joe Rogan, and Rogan was asking him about painkiller use in the NFL, and he was like, oh, yeah, I've played on some. And Joe's like, what? He's like, oh, Percocets. And then they cut to an interview before this season. He's like, yeah, I'm doing some stuff I did when I was a younger guy. Got me feeling 20 years younger. So now they're cutting his pupils to show how big they are at all times. Whenever he falls down, they're like, oh, he's on Perks. He's not on Perks. And you can almost...
Aaron Perks, baby. Aaron Perkers. That's pretty interesting. Chiefs beat the Chargers 17-10. Mahomes stays undefeated. Johnny.
Yeah, they lost Rashid Rice for the season.
They did lose Rashid Rice, and Pacheco is still out. Do the Chiefs three-peat, John?
I think so. Their defense is really good. People are just shitting on that defense. That's a legendary defense at this point.
You're calling it out. You're saying the Chiefs, you really think the Chiefs are going to three-peat?
Mahomes he's better than a game manager, and he knows how to win. Wow. I can't count that motherfucker out, man.
All right.
I think you said the guys who were going to stop him at the beginning of the show. That defense is great. Let's see him stop Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson running the option.
They beat him already, though. They did
beat him in Baltimore last year, Robert.
And that
was a big loss for Lamar last year.
Yeah.
Texans beat the Jags. CJ Stroud stays awesome. He led a fourth quarter, game-winning drive.
Trevor Lawrence is not good, is he?
and then the fucking Jags 0-4, and I think they said it's something like either 7 or 8 straight losses for Trevor Lawrence going back to last season.
He's in Daniel Jones territory. I think Daniel Jones is actually better than numbers wise, which is insane.
I saw on Twitter a side-by-side comparison to Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence. Their numbers are almost identical.
Eerily similar.
It is. It's weird because we Giants fans, like myself, I think Daniel Jones is the biggest piece of shit out there. The Giants suck. I'm not even going to comment on the Giants.
They said Eli for him too, right? Wasn't that the game he broke his streak to get Daniel in?
No, they broke the streak for Geno Smith under Ben McAdoo.
Oh, that's why they were yelling that word at the stadium.
But we have to keep in mind, this was a Seattle Seahawks Geno Smith when his nickname was the interception machine. You see?
They called him a chucker. I'm not going to say the rest of that word one time when I went to a Jets-Bears game. So,
it's bad. Bucks beat the Eagles. Shit. The fuck, man? 33-16.
Baker Mayfield's making Cleveland taste that dick, son.
I said that when he left. We were fucking it up.
How about this? Is Jalen Hurts the guy we thought he was? 2 years ago is starting to feel like a long time ago with Jalen Hurts now. After the Eagles collapsed last season and got fucking stomped out of the playoffs quickly, and now this year they're just meandering along after adding Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts has played like shit.
I think he plays like a pussy. He's better than what he's playing. I think he's just too coddled. They gotta let him fucking fly.
Sirianni has one of those annoying-looking faces, very punchable faces, does he not, John?
Sirianni looks like a manager at fucking Jersey Mike's. I fucking hate him.
Do you agree that the face is very punchable?
Hell yeah. I can't say. I'd rather Doug Peterson back there and shit.
You can tell when a guy is about to lose the team.
Yeah.
I told you last year. I said last season that Sirianni's vibe, his aura, his face, everything about the guy comes across as obnoxious and douchey. And you can survive. You can have that type of aura when you have success. 2 years ago, they got to the Super Bowl. But after choking last year and now this year at 2-2, I'm telling you, that fucking bullshit that he does, that condescending fucking snarky shit that he does, the players will be fucking sick and tired of that. Like this, I'm telling you right now, if the Eagles continue to fucking go like this, 4-5, stuff like that, I'm not sure Sirianni's going to make it till the end of the year.
He'll probably put Big Dom in the fucking coach the rest of the year and shit.
I'm telling you.
Love that dude.
Is it time for the Eagles to sign Big Dick Nick again? Bring in Nick Foles as the backup. Let Jalen Hurts get hurt.
He finally retired. Nick Foles did.
I heard Mark Wahlberg is going to play him in the movie on Netflix.
Is that true?
No, fuck Mark Wahlberg.
All right. Vikings beat the Packers, so they stay undefeated.
Yeah, Vikings are that. I don't know if they're that good or they're that lucky because Sam Darnold looks fucking good.
Sam Darnold, man.
Fucking good.
Sam Darnold looking like the man. Who would have thought
you don't see ghosts no more. I'm telling you that shit right now.
And then lastly, we got a Monday night doubleheader this evening. Titans versus Dolphins on ESPN. Seahawks versus Lions on ABC. Johnny, who do you like, Titans or Dolphins?
Probably the Titans. They have no quarterback in Miami right now. Tua's got concussion number 3?
Yeah, poor Tua.
As Brett Favre calls the number 7,000 piece of shit, Brett Favre.
Favre just announced he has Parkinson's.
He said he had over 1,000 concussions. Like, get the fuck out of here. You'd be dead. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, he did just announce he has Parkinson's.
That was hysterical when he tried to use that as a defense.
Oh, shit.
For robbing fucking underprivileged people and shit. That's terrible. He's a piece of shit.
I know, but you're happy that he has Parkinson's?
I'm mad it's not something worse. Because he's a real bad fucking dude.
This is some shock jock fucking behavior right here.
I fucking hate him.
Wow.
He's a bad dude. Like he's never. What's one good thing he's done other than something about Mary? What's one good thing he's fucking
football?
done?
I don't know much about the guy, I guess. I have no idea
remember
what he does
dick
off the
pic
football.
shit?
Yeah, that dick pic was a good thing because it showed us all that we were packing more than an NFL Hall of Famer.
I was front. I did feel a lot better about myself.
Right? That's a good thing.
His little thumb penis is that small.
Okay. Ew, Johnny. Disgusting. You're a person of color. Don't do that.
I'll poke in your fucking eye.
You know what, Johnny? With that kind of fresh talk, I think it's time we do because we always like to give you an interrogation.
Yeah.
And we haven't done one in a long time. So I think we'll end on an interrogation and then get the hell out of here. Okay? So that's your NFL. That's your goddamn baseball. That's your goddamn basketball.
Hey, wait a minute. Did the Giants win?
No, the Giants look. I told you, I'm not discussing the Giants because they
sure?
look like shit. Malik Neighbors looks great, but Daniel Jones
he might be gone for a couple games though. He's hurt.
Yeah, he got a concussion. Yeah,
fucking nuts. They shouldn't have played him.
All right, Johnny, we're gonna do this.
Well,
if you forget the rules of interrogation, it's a little segment that we like to do to make sure that you're honest, but we also like the audience to get to know our guest a little bit.
Especially when they're people of color. I think I'm the only one you do this with. It's like when I leave your house and you give me a strong pat and rub me down.
I'll say that we do interrogation with others. I will say you've been interrogated / arrested the most.
That's what it feels like. You're like a dirty sheriff from in the heat of the night. With all due
respect, you're the most suspicious
probably
of our guests. So please state your name and location, John.
Bronx Johnny, Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. And your name is Bronx Johnny, but you're in Boston. What's the reason for this?
I'm just too lazy to change the name. I think there's also a Boston Johnny. I don't need the competition. I'm good.
Have you ever shit in the bathtub accidentally, John?
No, purposely, yes. Not accidentally, yes.
Disgusting. Roy, see, he likes to make soup. He calls that making soup. Fucking gross is what you are, John. Johnny, what's the worst thing you ever said to another human being?
Oh, I can't say that on there. I can't say that on there.
Can you tell us some of the letters involved with the words?
It had to do with somebody that was pregnant, and that's all I'm gonna leave on.
Okay, yeah. Let's. John, would you rather let a gerbil crawl into your asshole or a spider crawl into your dick hole?
Oh, it's hamster and asshole, gerbil and asshole. Yeah.
Gerbil and asshole. Yeah.
Help me with my prostate.
Yeah. Only because I'd be intrigued myself with the spider into the dick. Only because maybe I can
eggs a lot. Like you don't gotta worry about a gerbil.
Yeah, but I always wanted to be. But I've always wanted to be Spider-Man too.
I don't think you'd get it like that.
No,
it might cure your Lou Gehrig's though if it's in there. Far enough.
Johnny, if you could create a new Muppet for Sesame Street, what would it be?
Alejandro.
Oh
yeah.
And what does Alejandro the Muppet look like, please?
The illegal alien. Just Google illegal alien and just have him laying up on fucking Oscar the Grouch's trash can with one work boot on and his sock on the other foot.
So the new Muppet you would make is Alejandro the illegal immigrant.
Yeah. Yo, Sesame Street touches all the base. They had a kid with AIDS on there, Dave. I'm not making that up.
I'm just saying, this is interrogation.
Still, I think that Muppet's still alive, which is complete bullshit. He should be dead.
All right.
Like, what kind of health care do these Muppets get? You can have AIDS that long.
Well, maybe he's Magic Johnson the puppet.
He don't look like he plays ball, baby.
Johnny, what's the worst lie you've told to a loved one?
Did I love him?
Oh, whoa, Roy, heavy. Existential and heavy.
Oh.
Johnny. Give me one time you and Chris Pepper Stanley got into an argument, either on the air or off the air.
Ah, shit. This was 2012. So I got him some VIP passes to a party and shit. And he calls me 2, 3 a.m. Fucking, he embarrassed me. And I got pissed. I'm like, yo, this is a good friend of mine. He's like, no, these motherfuckers are getting too weird. I'm like, well, I'm gonna call my friend up. So I call up P. Diddy. And he's like, yo, after the party, you should have told me what to expect. Like, I thought it'd be a surprise, but he don't like the party like that. So I'm so sorry.
Fucking crazy person over here, Roy. He's hard to interrogate. Johnny.
Yeah.
Would you rather lick a jizz-covered baseball or a shit-covered football for $5,000?
Shit for $5,000? Fuck that. I guess the shit-covered football. I don't want no jizz in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't deal with jizz. That's not my thing.
There's no vitamins in feces. There is vitamins in jism.
Yeah, but it's inside of you and shit, man.
I'm just saying, there's some protein in semen.
It's like somebody clapped your mouth and shit. You just swallowed a whole load. I'm not with that.
Johnny, name an athlete you'd like to have intercourse with.
Oh, I'm gonna keep with the theme of the show today. Caitlin Clark.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Brett Favre with the theme of the show today.
With his little thumb dick, no thank you.
Johnny. Stupidest animal that you look at, you go, that's a dumb looking animal right there.
Fucking platypus. Yeah.
Johnny, ever farted in church and tried to blame someone else?
Yeah.
The person you tried to blame, relative, the priest maybe?
The blind kid that had fucking baptism class with me.
You attending a church service with a blind gentleman, you farted and then blamed it on him.
Oh, no, we were in baptism class. We were like, I think 7 years old. So I was like, I know you smell that worse than you fucking laid it. Damn, that's terrible. You can't see and shit. The other kids laughed, but I got him a donut afterwards.
The fuck, is he a dog?
A donut. The kids like donuts. You don't like donuts?
Johnny?
Yeah.
Name the best sports show of all time.
Oh, that's the Davey Mac Sports Show.
Boom!
Way better than Mike Francesa's Bet Rivers podcast, you cocksucker. Hate that dude. I fucking hate that dude.
Johnny, we thank you. You have now passed interrogation. With that final answer, you are free to go.
Appreciate that. I feel like OJ.
You will not be detained.
All right.
Johnny, it's always fantastic having you on the program. We love you so much. Would you like to plug anything or promote anything?
Yeah, my Indeed.com page. I'm still looking for a fucking job. These drug tests are fucking bullshit. How is marijuana legal, but they still test you for that shit? Like,
yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, I don't know. That's
like,
ridiculous. When I
interview at these jobs, these school jobs, like, look, check my record. I've never molested nor diddled a child. I think that should be really high up on the list. But you guys have fucking hire priests in these Catholic schools. It's ridiculous.
Well, okay. I'm with you on the marijuana.
No.
Caitlin Clark should talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I'll let her stand up for me.
And you're still doing a high society radio every once in a while?
Yeah, I call her every once in a while. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How does Chris Pepper Stanley treat you? Does he treat you like a son of a bitch, or?
Well, he treats me good, man. That's my guy. He'll send me pictures of bagels sometimes when I tell him I miss New York. That's a friend.
Wait, pictures of what?
Bagels.
Oh.
Them Jews out here ain't the same like the New York Jews, man. They got better bagels in New York.
I thought, that was street speak. I thought bagels was street speak for something else. I didn't actually.
Like pussy pics? Ew,
I don't know.
Man. What are you talking about? The only pussy I look at is my wife's pussy, all right, man?
So someone sending me pictures of bagels, I would not be thanking them as if they're this great fucking friend.
Dude, have you ever seen a rainbow bagel? That shit. I've never had it because the repercussions of it.
I don't do any of that rainbow bagel, or I don't like the everything bagel. Any of that
you don't like an everything bagel?
That's disgusting. How about that? That's why.
Everybody likes it. Everything.
You don't like onions? You don't like garlic? You don't like none of this?
Why the fuck do I want onions and all this shit in my bread? Give me bread should be bread, And then any meats and onions you want to put on top of the bread, that's just fine with me. Don't be putting your fucking shit in my goddamn bread. I want my bread to be bread and my onions to be onions.
So you
my
like
meat
a
to
plain,
be meat.
You like a plain fucking bagel? You don't like any other kind of bagel? Just a plain bagel? That's foreign, man.
No, I can do a raisin. Thank you.
Ew, a fucking raisin bagel?
With cream cheese. Yes, I can.
I like a raisin bagel, but that's a weird argument to have that you don't like an everything bagel, but you'll take a raisin bagel over that.
No, you're spot on, Dave.
I don't know.
Preach at him, Dave. If I want my breath to smell that bad, I'll go down on a chick.
Goddamn onions. No,
I like lox.
You ever had a cinnamon fucking bagel? Cinnamon bagel's pretty good.
I don't do that shit, John. I don't want to mix my fucking sweets with my bread. Again, cinnamon.
Maple syrup bagel?
Listen, cinnamon, chocolate. Get the fuck away from my bagels. Go join the candy aisle or the cake aisle. But as far as my breakfast foods, I don't need you around them.
Yeah, just be a donut like an adult.
But not like JD Vance. He doesn't know what a fucking donut is.
What?
You didn't see that video of him fucking trying to order donuts? Fucking idiot.
No, what did he do?
Dude, so they had a campaign stop. He goes in there, tries to make small talk like a human. Can't do it. He's like, yo, how long have you worked? He was like, the dude's like, oh, 2 years. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right. Just brush them the fuck off. They're like, yo, what donuts do you want? He's like, oh, just give me whatever works. What kind of answer is that?
Yeah, I know. Whatever works. No, yeah, you have to be a little bit decisive.
Let me get some jelly.
Vice President.
Well, fucking, chocolate with some sprinkles or something nice.
Let me get a Boston cream.
That's actually
if I'm JD Vance.
The most alarming thing about that story is not having the ability to select a bagel to me, because that actually shows a little indecisive-ness.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you should be able to pick a fucking donut. They're all there. There's strawberry.
It was
they even
donuts.
have a name tag on them and shit.
What's the matter with you? Just go with glazed.
Well, he did say glazed and then whatever else works, but it's like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm taking the order, I'm like, yo, fuck you, dude. Give me what you want. Get the fuck out.
Who are you voting for? Who do you vote for, John? 1 month.
That's personal. I can't tell you that.
They just put a new rule. You have to fucking tell everyone who you're voting for.
You sound like my neighbor and shit. Like, so my fucking
it's a new law. They just passed it in America. You were fucking sleeping, but you have to announce who you're voting for in America now.
All right, I'm gonna stick with the person I've been with this whole time, Joe Biden.
Okay. Well, Johnny, we love you. Roy Harter.
Yes,
you have anything to promote or plug?
Oh, yeah. I got a Doors gig tribute coming up October 24th, Industry, Long Island, in Huntington, Long Island. October 24th, 7 to 9. Sean will be on drums. We got a great Jim Morrison. Sorry you can't be there, David, but I really wish you'd consider it.
All right, I will. I will consider it. How about that?
Wow.
Oh, all right.
I will consider it. I love the Doors. I love the Doors.
I know you do.
Roy, what do we got today? You got a little something? Johnny, listen to this. Roy, what can you play me? Play me something right now. How about
Riders
this?
on the Storm.
Roy,
Riders on the Storm.
Okay, yeah.
I'm always in charge of the games.
Yeah.
You fucking play the song. Don't tell me, and I will sing it. Give us 3 Doors songs right now. But one at a time. Let me sing it. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Okay, ready? Here's the first one.
No.
Riders on the Storm. Unto the house we're born, unto the overthrow, like a dog without a bone and after on its own. Riders on the storm.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty close, David.
All right, 1 for 1. Let's go.
You're probably going to get a copyright strike because of that. It was so good, Dave.
Next one. Go. Let's go.
Getting them
Rapid fire.
housewives wet right now. Look at Dave.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Yeah, come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Yeah, you know that it would be
truth. You know that I would be alive if I was to say to you, girl, it couldn't get much higher, yeah. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. All right. Give me one more rapid fire. Rapid fire. This is a good game. I like this game. The Doors game.
I'm mad I know all of this. I got too many white friends, man.
5 and 1, baby. 1 and 5. No one here gets out alive. You get yours, baby. I get mine. Gonna make it, baby, all right. Come on! Oh, man. Johnny, should I not be the lead singer of their Doors band?
I mean, you got the lyrics and shit down. You got the movements. Maybe. I'd say maybe.
What about the hair? I noticed that you were fucking didn't mention the voice with all the attributes that I have.
Like when you hit the notes, it sounds like glass in your throat a little bit when you go a little too high.
Motherfucker!
There you go.
You motherfucking piece of shit!
Appreciate that.
Which was it?
Damn, she got one.
Going through the roadhouse, I got Maria. All right.
Like when your parents had company over, were you the entertainment and shit? They give you like wine coolers, like make them laugh, Dave.
100%. My mom would always make me perform, and I stopped fighting her on it. And so, yes, I had to do little, one thing that you can't even brag about anymore. But when I was a little kid, there was this 1983, 84, Bill Cosby had this HBO comedy special that had just a basic red background. And he was wearing a tan suit. I memorized the entire routine and used to do it for my mom and her friends.
I don't want to see this.
That's the truth. I memorized the entire fucking Bill Cosby stand-up special routine and could do it verbatim.
Wow. Impressive, David.
Impressive. My buddy's a comedian, Mike O'Donnell. He does one on stage. He goes, "You guys want to see my Cosby impression?" And the crowd all goes, "Yeah." And then he pretends just like he's going to drop something in a girl's drink.
That's good.
Well, that's why I said now it's lost. That story's lost a lot of luster in the recent years.
He does the darndest things.
Oh well, poor Cosby. Robert.
Poor Cosby.
I mean, terrible man. It's just that he ruined so many people because, I grew up on the Cosby Show and I had that entire routine memorized, and now Fat Albert I was a big fan of as well. Oh, well. Robert.
Check me out November 23rd. I'm headlining the Laughingstock Comedy Club in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's a return home. If you enjoyed Mike O'Donnell's joke, there's a chance he'll be on the show, but there will be lots of local funny people. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you don't come out, it might be the last time you see me. So November 23rd, Laughingstock.
Oh, right there.
And you know what, Johnny, now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. Fuck Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I'm glad you cleared that up.
Not for all the other reasons, but because
that's a hot take right there.
Everyone remember the little fucking show he did or segment he did called Picture Pages?
Yeah.
It's picture pages. Time to get your crayons and your pencils. No. And Bill Cosby would teach you something on a blackboard. No. And when he would write something, he used this thing called a Mortimer marker. And when you were a little kid in the 80s, if you sent a check for $9.95, you could get your own Mortimer marker. My mom, Beanie Mac, did this for me. And it's the year 2024, and I'm still waiting for that fucking Mortimer marker.
You never got it.
I never got it. So you know what, Cos? Fuck you, baby.
Give it to him.
Shizer! You're the ones that we despise. That's why you're on the Shizer list, Cosby. You failed to send me my goddamn Mortimer marker, and I'm waiting here for 40 goddamn years. All right? Look, we went overtime. We were supposed to be done a long time ago, but we missed last week. And Mr. cares a lot. That's all I do, John. I care about everyone.
You know who cares about people like Vince McMahon? Watch that documentary.
There's going to be a fucking Bronx Johnny documentary on Netflix next. And I haven't
killed my family yet, so
I'm going to fucking reveal I'm going to be the one revealing all the dirt.
No, I'm pretty sure all the people in my life are like, yeah, he was just gay. Nobody ever was. He was just gay, dude. Like, he played a straight character pretty well, but I told him about just say I was gay and leave it the fuck alone.
Well, Bronx Johnny of High Society Radio, it's always a pleasure having you here. Don't be a stranger. You're going to be back again.
How many more months? Because I was waiting to do something. My wife was like, well, Dave's going to call today.
Well, then let's fucking do another. How about a couple of weeks for the Yankees? I'm going to you as the Yankee correspondent. So now that it's October. What?
The first game Saturday.
All right. Listen, maybe 2 or 3 weeks you're going to be back on to talk a little Yankee baseball.
I mean, if they got eliminated, don't fuck crap. I'm in a bad mood.
No, you have to come on.
Never seen that.
All right. Listen, that'll do it. The great Bronx Johnny, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you as always. Bobby Tamburro, thank you so much. Roy Harter, thank you as always. To all the Eastside Davidians out there, hello. Make sure you're subscribing, you're sharing everything, you're viewing, you're sharing. Eastside Dave on YouTube and at Eastside Dave on all the social media. I'm Davey Mac. Good night, everybody.